I didn't have the fuel pumps on, I just started the plane and it started, which is rare because usually if you do things wrong the plane won't work, but Google said it was a known bug. Should have actually tried to do it without, because this is the first flight I've done since the new update. We just got the 5.1 update, so anyway, I figured maybe you don't need them and they're only used for certain circumstances, but it does seem like they were meant to be on and it was just a glitch. Okay. Masters, so let's do that one at a time. Give it a second and fire up. Lovely. Engine number 1. Let's go for... Give it a sec. If you flip it straight on and hit the button, it seems to stall out. I think you need to give it a moment for the fuel to sort of maneuver itself. Boom. 2 happy engines. Flaps. Get some pitot heat. AV master. Position. Oh, strobe and position. And taxi lights. Set an initial altitude of about... I'm going to go for about 8,000 because there is a lot of mountainous terrain that we're about to fly over, which was very unexpected last night when I was flying in. Well, the flight was yesterday, but it was night for me and I was exhausted and getting quite over it. And we nearly crashed on a few occasions. Definitely worth catching that episode. The middle part was a bit slow. Just adjust our pressure. So we're looking quite out. Although, I didn't actually check the altitude of the airport. Ooms. 32 feet, yeah, so we're way off. Somewhere around there. Oh, we could just check it, I guess. Seeing as we're in here anyway. 47. Oh, 46. We were so close. There we go. Okay, 9 knots from 40. Where's our runway? Runway 8, yeah, so a little bit of a crosswind, but we should be fine. It's not really ever an issue on takeoff, unless it's like wild. Alrighty, let's get going. Zoom that in so we can see where we're going. And no need to push back because we can just cruise straight out. So let's request that, shall we?
Ground. Pose Foz Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot Niner Tree 1-1 with Golf. Request taxi for takeoff. Departing straight out.
Pose Foz Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot Niner Tree 1-1. Taxi to and hold short of runway 08 left using taxiway Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 118.4 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 08 left using taxiway Bravo Alpha. Pose Foz Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot Niner Tree 1-1.
So I guess we'll just go down this one. I don't know, is it universal, like on taxiways like roads? Do you drive on one or the other side, or taxi down one or the other? I would assume it's left because I'm Kiwi or South African and we drive on the left. But then if you're American, I don't know. I mean, they obviously just told us and I just don't know be really difficult to figure out. I could just do that, but I don't like doing that. But that has just confirmed, I think, that it's the closest. It's the one on the left. Anyway, let's go, because we have requested clearance. Brakes off. Just a little wiggle around. Make sure that's all active. Pedals are feeling good.
Airbus 732. Exit runway when able.
How do we actually get out of here? Do we go out this way? Oh no, we can go this way. I'm never sure if it's like a road. I presume we're not supposed to drive on that. Anyway, I'm going this way. Yep, we were supposed to go the other way. Anyway.
Airbus 732, turn next taxiway. Airbus 732, turn next taxiway.
Alrighty, we're on track. So yeah, if anyone knows that, if anyone ever catches this, drop it in the comments whether or not it changes or if it's always generally left. Taxi out. I suppose it probably changes. It seems like especially big airports do have an in and an out, and it would make sense. Well, you'd have to, yeah, otherwise you'd be... There's certainly nowhere to pull over now if a plane came
Airbus
towards us.
732, turn next taxiway.
Feel that crosswind. Even at these slow speeds.
Airbus 732, exit runway when able.
What's going on over there?
Airbus 732, contact ground on 127.875.
.875, Airbus 732.
Wonder if there's going to be a bit of a wait before we get airborne.
Mazun 50 Tree 2, turn next taxiway.
It's a bit late, but anyway.
Mazun 50 Tree 2, exit runway when able.
and stay on the tarmac here.
Within 50 tree 2. Exit runway when able.
A little bit of a taxi.
Within 50 tree 2. Turn next taxiway.
Okay, we definitely don't need the longer one.
Within 50 tree 2. Exit runway when able.
Nice clear day. You can tell we're in different air, like skies now. The sky is super pale.
Within 50 tree 2. Contact ground on 121.8.
Alrighty, I don't think I'll call automatically. No TAPOR today. Never remember which numbers they are. Ah! Got stepped
Tower,
on.
Post Foz Foxtrot, Uniform Foxtrot, 9er Tree 11. Ready for straight out departure at runway 08 left.
Let's set up the
Uniform
greatest
Foxtrot, 9er
altitude.
Tree, 11 hold, short runway 08 left.
Let's get
Traffic
the
is
nav
Boeing
on.
737 on the runway.
Okay, we gotta hold up.
Oman Air Tree 24, turn next taxiway. Hold short runway 08 left. Post Foz Foxtrot, Uniform Foxtrot, 9er Tree 11.
So still
Oman
someone.
Air Tree 24, turn next taxiway.
Get off my runway. Oh, we can see him down there. Is he turning? Just see him. Anyway, okay, well, we set up. Oh, no, we're not. Nav. There we go. VS 900. Bit of a steepish climb out. Well, actually, not at all.
Oman Air Tree 24, turn next taxiway.
I'd really appreciate it if this dude would get off the runway. There we go, he's turned.
Oman Air Tree 24, contact ground on 127.875.
Someone on final.
Post Foz Foxtrot, Uniform Foxtrot, 9er Tree 11.
There it
UNH
comes.
9er 8, departing straight out approved. Clear for takeoff, runway 08 left.
You sure about that, bro? Although he is pretty high.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 08 left. Post Foz Foxtrot, Uniform Foxtrot, 9er Tree 11.
Yeah, that dude must be on a different runway. Yeah, he's way too high.
127.875 for Oman Air Tree 24.
Okay, he's high. This guy's like... Okay, he's not trying to land on us. Let's take off quickly. Alrighty, full throttle. GPS is already picked up because it's pretty much straight out. We might lose it because we don't have the like that. What's it? I always forget the name of it. Not the arrival, but the... Ooh, a little bit across. Hardly in the middle of the runway. Whoa, okay. Let's just try and get her in the air. That was a terrible takeoff. Gear up. Okay, flaps up. 500 feet. Probably clear the runway before we randomly start turning across it, but the airport. But anyway, VFR, baby. Okay, I just want to double check that it is actually taking us towards runway. Yes. I might just pop the GPS on before we lose signal. I mean the autopilot before we lose. There we go. That'll sort us out. Alrighty. So I think it's going to be about 45 minutes. Let's see. 111 miles to FPL 000. Flight plan 0. Oh yeah, that's because I just dropped a random pin. So that's to that location, presumably. So yeah, 100 miles, and we're already at 150 or 145 TAS, so should get there pretty quick. And then we'll slow it down, we'll try to do our touch and go. Ooh, we might have to tip our nose up a little bit more. Ah, that will be fun.
Tower, post Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot 9311. Frequency change.
This is going to be a nice flight. I think the view is going to be pretty sick. Some cool terrain around here, a little bit bouncy. 10 knots tailwind, nice. Getting into safe terrain. And by the time we reach that, I might tip the nose up a tiny bit more. 1200. Actually, no, let's keep it at 10. We'll be fine. We'll definitely clear that. I might give us 10,000 feet though. So we make sure we level right out over it. You can see our pink line is sitting way above, so. But we're not maintaining crazy speed, so I don't want to put the nose up too much more. Seem to be holding that okay. That'll slow down as we get higher. Whoa. We've just made it out over these mountains. It'll be bumpy for a little while. It's still green though.
Muscat approach. Post Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot 9311 is type Diamond DA62. 3 miles south of Oscar Whiskey Papa Kilo, 3200. Request flight following.
Yeah, we're all good. We've got all of this.
Foxtrot, Uniform Foxtrot, 9311. Muscat approach. Walk 2146.
As we get to like
Squawk 2
maybe 5,000, that'll go yellow, and then
Uniform Foxtrot 9311.
Foxtrot, Uniform Foxtrot, 9311. Radar contact 4 miles south of Oscar Oscar Whiskey Papa Kilo, 3700. UNH 9er 8.
Roger. Post Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot 9er Tree 11.
Are we picking up speed now? Nice. Alrighty. Up, as tradition would hold it, let's just flick that landing light on and off. And the taxi lights. Continue the tradition. It only seems to be wanting to look at our destination that we're going to. It's not acknowledging the points I've put in on the smart cam. Well, not the best takeoff, but a nice climb out. Beautiful views.
Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot 9er Tree 11 contact Muscat Center on 123.95. Good day.
12.3.905. Post Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot 9er Tree 11.
It's 10,000. Definitely clear everything now. See, it'll be a bit slower on the way back, but that's alright. The sky definitely gets bluer as you get higher up. The atmosphere is like almost white down. Dust. Dry environment. heading straight over Sur, where there's supposedly an airport. We should detour back over there and check out. Well, there's nothing to see though, because there's no airport there. Now we're about to drop off, so this is a big drop off here. Oops. We're still quite high, but we've climbed over these mountains, and it's just like a sheer cliff face off the edge over to the ocean, so this is not really cool. Well, we're not actually going to go over the edge and get close to it, but from this perspective it looks like we're flying out to sea, but we're not actually ever going. This landmass in front of us is actually just so elevated that you can't see the land that carries on all the way in front of it for a while. knows what I'm saying. 15 knots straight offshore. I mean, onshore. Great surf today. It's also mist. That's awesome. It'll be such a different climate down there and up here. It's still very dry and arid, but clearly there's more moisture down there. Start a slow descent. So it'll be about maybe 3,000 feet when we get near our runway. Once we get over these mountains, it's pretty much flat all the way to the coast. Start ourselves a slow descent. Pick the speed up a bit. Nachos. It's the in-flight meal tonight. They were spicy. I was sweating my ass. Well, they weren't that spicy. I just completely lost my tolerance for spice. I enjoy it, but I just sweat like a demon. Oh, it's 210 knots ground speed. Minutes or so to get down the potential landing. Well, none of that one. Touch and go. Which is a kind of landing, I suppose. But we do run the risk of the ground being completely unlevel. As we get close and try to touch, we just completely destroy our plane and we can't fly to our destination. Let's hope that doesn't happen. looking good. See the coastline again. So that's where that World War II runway is. Almost see it. We get a bit closer, you can just make out the cross. Two of them crossing over. When you get a bit closer, we're not going to really get much closer. Actually, we will, but we're not going in that direction. We'll get closer to see it up left hand. But yeah, check out yesterday's stream if you want to see that. It was actually really cool. A nice fly around. And then we unexpectedly did this entire flight that we've just done. can just see on the point there, the most clear points of them are the ends, like the turnaround zones for the planes at the end. That was a World War II airport. Should be able to see it already. Oh yeah, it's right in front of us. There it is. Okay. So probably go off route. I mean off the GPS or off autopilot and just have a little snoop around. Get a little bit closer and follow the path for a little bit longer. Basically loop around. Kind of hard to figure out what the wind is doing here. It'll randomly give us information. Oh, of course I'm confused. So, nice tailwind. Presumably, does that mean it's blowing? It's a bit of a crosswind across. Also, ironically, built such a massive runway in one direction too, so they didn't really have any options for crosswinds. And again, like, where would you have gone from here? I suppose they had more plans, bigger plans than just an airport. Still quite high, it's going to almost down a little bit more. Working power, but it's so cool. So it almost looks like I don't know if we should try and land on it, but so big. It's like Cape Canaveral. I think it's Cape Canaveral's the one, and like you can see it from so high up. Okay, 4,000, so 3,000's coming up. Let's power down a bit. Oh, we're missing on a sick view. Look at that. That's such a shame. Would have been an epic airport. It's been well mapped by the game. I definitely reckon we could do a touch and go there. I say we could go look around, but there'll be nothing to see. So start to see it sticking out the back. 4 kilometers. That is a seriously long runway. I keep saying that maybe it's a pretty standard length. I haven't actually checked, but as far as I can tell, most runways aren't close to that. Sounds like we might be losing a bit of power there. Power back up. Must have reached 3,000. lot of money gone to waste. Okay. Pop off the autopilot. Yeah, straight headwind at the moment. So we'd want to go in from the other direction, let's say. We'll see once we get a bit lower and closer. Yeah, it's very bumpy up here. So long, I don't even really have to line up with it. I'm pretty much going to line up at the end and then just take a right. And then we'll assess the situation. We should probably fly low over and see first. Well, let's just get low. We'll see. We don't have to touch down if it looks like it's going to destroy us. But it looks like they've done a pretty good job. Down there. Some flaps out. Get down. 700. For what it's worth, since there's no one around. That is a massive runway. Full flaps. Oh, it's looking a little bit wonky. A little bit wonky, but yeah, no, we'll be alright. Oh, there's a building there. Okay, we totally checking that out. Oh. Touchdown. That's probably one of my best landings ever. Oh, that's so cool. All painted, and this is presumably all just satellite imagery still. It's a little bit unlevel now. What is that? It looks like a bus. Oh, it is just a little building. So I don't think that's actually there. I think that's just the mapping, sort of guessing. That's pretty awesome. That's a photo opportunity, I think. Put the brakes on, I'll leave the bird running. Probably not recommended to jump out over your engine while it's running, but mission to take off down this huge runway. I hope it stays as smooth as it was on the landing the whole way down. It's looking pretty good. Bit of a crosswind. Is that a car? Oh, it's another building. Yeah, this is a perfect runway. And endless. Gear up. Look how long it is. And we didn't even start at the end. Like, we started takeoff like 2/3 of the way, or about 1/3 of the way in already. Awesome.
Muscat Center, post Foz Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot, Niner Tree 11, is type Diamond DA62. 8 miles south of Oscar Papa Foxtrot 8, 300. Request flight following. Post Fox Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot, Niner Tree 11, Muscat Center, Squawk 1167.
Okay, we're pretty much back
Squawk
on the road.
1167. Post Foz Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot,
Our
Niner Tree
GPS is
11.
on.
Post Fox Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot, Niner Tree 11. Radar contact 19 miles south of Oscar Papa Foxtrot 8, 1000. UNH Niner 8. Roger. Post Foz Foxtrot Uniform Foxtrot, Niner Tree 11.
Alrighty, we're off. Okay, we're gonna need more than 3,000 because we're gonna have to climb back over those mountains. Let's go for 10,000 for now. Should be good. And now we officially let the journey begin. Off to Dubai. Yeah, I've said it so many times, but I am excited to get there. I haven't flown there in the game yet. I don't know why. It's like such an obvious place to go first, but I just didn't. And there's quite a few other things I've saved now that I've started this tour. Instead of just jumping in and going and looking, where it's a little bit anticlimactic, I'm sort of saving it for when I'm in that part of the world and we've got to make a special leg to actually get there. Let's jump in Tepo's seat for a little while. See what's happening out this view. We made our turn already? We have, eh? Yeah. So it's just straight now. 290 miles. It gave me a fright. Who's that? It's me. So if I've noticed any updates from the 5.1 sec, maybe that. I don't really recall that if I got out of my seat and moved around, I wasn't in my seat. If I switched views like that, like you actually did the jump view to Teppo's seat, then I'd see me. But if I just freely moved around the cockpit like that, generally my seat was empty. Like now, there, okay, no, so that's just a weird, that was just a weird anomaly that happened, I think. Okay, well, I thought it was kind of cool, because when I looked down I could see my shoes and stuff, so I was gonna say that's a cool update, but nope, it's just another glitch. Oh no, sorry, idiots, that's not a glitch. That was obviously, I just moved from the passenger seat, so, because I was sitting there and then I moved to the back and forward again. Don't imagine if that is, I mean, the feet are going to move and actually get on the pedals. So it's coming up 8,600 feet, and it does look like we're going to make it over that mountain. You can see the safe. Clear of all obstacles. I wish I could lean over a little bit more into this window. Just reach away from it. So it's been as well. This plane. 126 miles to go. Yeah, really nice. I don't necessarily always understand the speeds because we've got a sort of headwind at the moment and we're pushing 200. Yesterday we had a little bit of almost tailwind and we couldn't get past 180. Must have to do with the pressure and things as well. It's quite low today. Watching at altitude we were lower. No, yesterday we flew super high. Which obviously means our airspeed read low, but the ground speed never really went. Never got that high. We're going to be fine at this altitude for the duration of this flight. Yeah, up top there you can see it's starting, there's a bit more peaks. That's the highest point around, so now we're good. I've gone and done the thing again, I don't know what I do or what I've pressed to do that. Is that affecting? There it is. It's 47. Let's actually check it again because it's probably changed. My nearest marker. Let's see if this has any information. To where we started, but we'll stay in there now. Over the coast a little bit. Back inland, it looks like there we're going to smash over another huge mountain range. Start seeing Dubai once we clear that range. And it's literally just straight in while we turn like the tiniest bit. That's only because we diverted ourselves to go do this little mission from here when we were flying straight from what's it called again? Booms. It was literally like a direct straight flight. We took off, took one small turn, and then flew straight onto the runway. Starting to get a bit dirty. 170 miles to go. Just cleared that last ridge. I knew there was going to be one more big mountain coming up. We'll go over the water soon. You can see the coastline we're going to cruise over. It brings down a little bit for the coastline cruise so we can get a better view. It's going for 7,000 feet. Slowly creep our nose down. That's about much. 500 will do. Ease back on power. Let's hang out the Tepper's window, it's a bit cleaner. There's bug splats. That's amazing! I found a hack. Oh, that's so awesome. We still have inside plane sound as well, which is cool. Yeah, Tsepo, you are brave. Oh, that's so cool. So wait, what did I just do? How did I do that magic? Oh, it was just completely a hack. Seems like when you leave it alone for a while and you come back, it's like a bit confused. Or let's reset. Let's go back to my position, move over to Tsepo's, and then move over to Tsepo's. Yes, okay, that's how it's done. Whoa, 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 whoa! And we nearly crashed. Something went horribly wrong there. What the hell's going on? What's going on? What is actually happening? What is going on? What is happening? Ah! We're gonna die. We're currently asleep. What did you push forward, yeah? Power out? I can't do that because I'm unconscious. We're gonna die. This is horrible. What the fuck just happened? We must have been bombed. Something's got like yeah, we've like fallen through the world. Something just went horribly wrong there. I think we broke the physics because we figured out a way to sit outside the plane. That was horrifying. Oh. Oh no. What a sad sight. Again, we're moving without moving. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not currently walking. The controls are bugging out. So there, something is forcing me to walk to there. It stopped. What? Something was pushing me, like, to the right the whole time. So no matter what I did, the plane just... That is the saddest thing I've ever seen. We landed completely upside down. That's why it was all black. I thought we might have a crash one day. But we just straight up died. Thanks for watching, I guess. Oh, I'm so bleak. Okay, well, we'll reset. On the next one, we'll decide whether we're gonna restart or how to recover from that. I'm so bleak, I don't even want to look at the plane. Oh. Oh. We're in the middle of nowhere. Oh, whoa, no way. We landed right next to a house. Hello, is anyone in there? Apparently not. You probably would have heard the crash. I'm miraculously okay, though. You wouldn't happen to have a drink of water. What? I want to go watch the replay and see what the actual fuck just happened. I'm so sad. time I ended there.